Hello everyone. Happy Friday and welcome to another stream from your friendly neighborhood streamer, Yentra. And you may be saying to yourself, what is going on? What is he doing in a ship? Well, I'm back in 3.17. All good, all good. 3.18. It's just kind of bonkers today. And I didn't really want to risk it. So, found myself flying in the Valk thinking, what could I do? What would be fun? And I would like to do some just plain old rock mining on Daymar. It's kind of what I like to do when, particularly when you had a bad week or something bad happens, whatever. It's always good to go back to the basics in this game. I think mining for me will always be the thing I return to. And so today, that's what I would like to do. So sit back and relax, and we'll do some mining on Daymar. There's a lot of stuff going on. We got Jump Town going on here in 3.17, and that is on Lyria. So that's why I'm not doing any mining, any proper mining today because of that. Just gonna avoid just going to avoid all of that. The no reason. I'm not really great at Jump Town. It's not something I enjoy. Unless I, kind of sneaking in. I've had some fun. Last time I snuck on a ship and just got totally lucky. We had a blast, actually. So hopefully everyone's having fun tonight at Jump Town. I think this is the last one before the patch will drop for sure. And there's a new Jump Town that is in kind of a new facility, and it looks pretty amazing. I did check it out. Not live on stream, but I did check it out, and it's a pretty cool thing. I think once that gets to live, I will definitely check that out. So the plan is, let's go grab a rock. Let's just sit back, do some rock mining on Daymar. That's a great way to spend a Friday. I think, anyway. Welcome to the stream, Moonraker. Yeah, Space Bub is streaming right now. He's going to be doing some Jump Town. You guys should go check that out if you're into the Jump Town thing. Space Bub's been doing a streaming marathon, which it's just brutal. Plays this Mario Maker, and ooh, that is a mentally taxing thing to play. So I can't even imagine how mentally exhausted he is after a session like that. Now he's jumping onto Star Citizen, so wow. It's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. All right, I want to grab my rock, and I also want to grab a ground vehicle, because I may just be doing some good old-fashioned driving around. I am also looking to get out of any kind of jump point areas, because I think there's a good chance I'm going to get attacked here today. Oh yeah, going to Platinum Bay. Barely made the stairs. So coming up on the new year, got a lot of plans for the new year for the channel. I am working on a number of things. So stay tuned for that. Let's see here. I want to do this. Do a rock, and then I think I might also grab... Yeah, I'm going to grab a cyclone here. Just to have it.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Oh, look, that's interesting. The AA is here. Yeah, new year, new opportunity. Boy, I can't... I also want to just put a big shout out here to the subscribers of this channel. I didn't set a public goal, but my goal was to have 70 subscribers by the end of the year, and just kind of quiet about that goal. I didn't want to make a big deal about it because we were looking at just hitting 60 when I was trying to get that as a goal. And so yeah, we are at 76 subscribers as of the making of this stream. That just blows me away that there are 76 subscribers out there. I absolutely appreciate everyone who is subscribed to this channel. It does mean a lot to me. And I really, I do appreciate it very much. And I will be more public with updates. Hey, Clive, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good night. I'm doing some rock mining, Clive. Let's see if it goes well. I think it will. I think it's going to go well. Everyone's busy doing Jump Town. It's a good time to... Oh. Come on. There we go. It's a good time to go do some rock mining. Very good time to do some rock mining. Yeah, I know you've had some string of bad luck with some rock mining. I hope the luck turns for you. I think that's enough space. Yeah, that should be enough space. Just need something chill tonight. That's what I'm going for. So hopefully we get that. Hopefully get some nice chill time. And Clive, I'm not sure what you're doing, but you're more than welcome to join if you want to do some rock mining. Don't know what time it is and what you got going on, but that's what I'm going to be doing. That's what I'm going to be doing. And Clive, yeah, I definitely want to get a group of mining people because I'm going to start doing more. That's one of the things I want to do more next year.
Welcome to the ASOP
Is some group mining. I I think that's kind of, that's what I love to do. And I know there's a bunch of people, especially on my Discord, that are all, that's how I met them all. So I'd like to get these people round up, and get them on a regular schedule that can join on stream. And we can do some actual proper mining as a group. Okay, we know. Yeah. So I'm just grabbing this just as a nice to have, because I'm going to get far away from this station. And play things safe tonight. And that's probably, I think, Clive, when we talked, that was kind of the big thing that you were running into, which was just running into situations where the game was working against you. And oh boy, can I relate to that. I had the same thing happen to me. And like I said, coincidentally, it was when I was first rock mining. When I very first time, I used to Quantanium mine. I mined kind of backwards. I started Quantanium mining first. Fell in really good with a group of people there, regulars. And as they started to kind of drop off, I started going solo and doing some rock mining on my own. And I really like it. It's a great solo thing. It's good to do as a group as well. But a little more forgiving. And I just ran into so many issues. I almost quit. It was just so challenging. And then a good friend of mine in game, he doesn't play much anymore. He joined me and he's like, let me just show you the ropes. And we went out and we went mining and rock mining, that is. You've never joined a stream before. Oh, you know what? I may not even have room for this. I don't think I do. And I don't think I want to push it. I think I'm just going to call this. Store this. I don't really need it. So we're just going to abandon this one. Joining a stream, it's pretty straightforward. Typically, what I see is, and the way I do it, is I have a Discord, and there is a voice channel, and not everyone wants to do the voice channel. Hey, Space Bub. You should be streaming, man. Stay focused on your stream. But yeah, so Clive, the thing is usually there's a Discord voice channel because the VC and Star Citizen is garbage. And you just join and if you get to know the community in Discord, it will be better for you. Just throwing someone on the stream, it's not usually done. I've never just joined somebody's stream. I've always gotten to know the community, and then you get invited in, and like for example, my Discord. If you join my Discord, and I know you have, you'll see a limited amount of channels there, but the VC channel that I have is locked off, and then so I can bring you in, and then your voice is good to go, and you just join on somebody in game, and then that's the two halves of it. I am going to get myself nice and clear. And I am really looking forward to some rock mining. I have to tell you, it's a great stress reliever if you're in any amount of stress, by the way. It's just a good activity. Hey, Squirrel. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, absolutely. Enjoy that Taco Bell. The run for the border. I spent, as a child, I spent a lot of time in Mexico. Just going there. I have some family that lives in Mexico and in Arizona, and they absolutely love Taco Bell down there. But it's not. It's just like, it is not. It's just Taco Bell. It's like they do not see it as, they do not see it as authentic food. It's just good food. Like for the, it's just something like, oh yeah, this is a taco, but they would never call that thing that Taco Bell makes a taco. But they'll eat it. They love it. It's just like semantics. I remember that. I remember that a lot when I was younger. We would go to like a McDonald's, and I remember they would give you like a chili pepper, like a jalapeno would come with your Big Mac. So all kinds of interesting things there. Oh, Daymar. Home of the Daymar Rally. So it's kind of another thing I want to do a little more racing now that 3.18 really has some good racing options for us. Oh man, I was checking out Ray's guide. You guys should check that out if you haven't already. Ray did a guide on racing. It was pretty straightforward, but yeah, he has some good little guides. I definitely did a lot of research when I did my salvage guide, and I really like the way he cuts straight to the point. He's better at that than I am. I'm a roundabout. I will, some say I talk for a living, and I really do a lot of talking for my job. There we go. Now, unless this is Dolvine, I might just mine everything tonight. It's Aphorite. I'm just going to mine it. I'm not going to spend my time getting too picky. I don't know if my key bindings... Oh, there we go. Good. I was going to say, having some bad luck with key bindings lately, but yeah, it looks like it's working. That's good. The gods have smiled upon our favor. The Star Citizen gods. Ooh, there we go. Nice, Clive. Now, did I... This is apparate, right? Yeah, okay. All right, cool. Yeah, so I'm going to break this rock. And we'll listen to some music while I do so. Appreciate everyone being here tonight with me. I know there's other places you can be. I'm glad you're here with me. Enjoy this rock busting that I'm about to do. Of course, you're welcome to lurk. Thanks, Clive. Yeah, and Clive, if you ever really want a mining challenge, try mining Dolvine. Oh, man. I tried mining that the other day. That was not easy. That was not easy at all. Way harder than Quantanium. It is a lot harder, Clive, because it is much, much, much more volatile than Quantanium. If I find any, I'll show you, and if you're around, I'll kind of show you what I mean. And the other thing is, you know, in a rock, you can't, you know, you don't have any modules or anything. Your laser doesn't help you stabilize. You know, it's like the NASCAR of mining. Everyone has the same vehicle and the same mining laser. So you really have to be very careful on the throttle or on the laser rather, because it is just something that it's so volatile. As soon as it gets in the green, it's in the red, and you really, really have to like, there's no resting for that. Yeah, let me just message. There we go. Just want to make sure that I don't think Space Bub can hear me, and he sent me an invite. We were gonna sync up and do some Jump Town, but I think I'm gonna pass on that. Not the crowd I was looking for, so I'm gonna pass. Okay. Yeah, if I can find any, Aphorite, or Dolvine rather, I will. I'll show you just what a challenge that is. And it's actually, it's not worth anything either. It's the least valuable commodity of the gems. Ah, look at Daymar. It's a great place. Great place to take a land vehicle on, by the way. That's why I wanted to grab one. I'll head over here. I think this looks like it might be on a hillside here, and I'm not particularly wild about that. Let's see what we got. I think this might actually be... Wow, these hand minables? Let's find out. They might... There's only 2 of them. So the mass is 0.84. So that is... And this is more Aphorite. I'm okay. We'll take it. Let's see here. Probably over here. Almost looks like this is a green paint, but it's not. There's some weird coloring happening here. There we go. Jeez. Yeah, group mining is a lot of fun, Clive. I guess that's kind of why I like mining. It is fun both with people and without. You know, I literally do this for hours by myself, and I have a ton of fun. And really appreciate the fact that you can just sort of jump on and just go mining whenever you want. That notification's getting in my way. There we go. Let's do a little music. It's always more entertaining to listen to music than me just rambling on, isn't it? A little overcharge there. A little overcharge. But not too bad. I think salvaging is also going to be something I do a heck of a lot. I did that video on Salvage Guide, and it was, it took a lot of salvaging to get the footage. Because I shot all that footage over the course of maybe, I don't know, 8 to 10 sessions of salvaging. Oh, you're a musician. What type of music do you make, Clive? I really should have music on my Discord or channel. Oh, that's great, Clive. Unfortunately, I did not grow up in a family that, had musicians. We were big, music fans, but none of us played instruments growing up. And so about 6 months or so ago, I started teaching myself piano. And I have a piano in my office here that I use. Thought about using it to, kind of do my own music for. I need a reason, a purpose. I thought the keyboard would be the piano would be a good first instrument for me to learn, because I feel like I have this. The skills, the hand skills, if that makes any sense, because I do a lot of typing. This is weird logic, but I have a guitar, and I tried to learn that, and I know some chords, but I'm not going to string together a song anytime soon. But a piano, I think, makes more logical sense for me, because it's similar to a keyboard. And so, yeah, I've been taking off on that. And, oh, really? So you kind of started at 21. Yeah, I'm older than that now. And, it's never too late to learn. I am, kind of an avid learner. I like to create things, build things. So if it involves any of that, it draws my interest long enough. Now, I recently moved, and I have fallen off my practice schedule for the piano, but I'm going to get back onto that for sure, because I really enjoy it. it's fun. Okay, so you're a little older than I am. I'm in my 40s still. I feel like, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you pick up an instrument and you get past that big hurdle of learning your first instrument, and I would imagine the other ones go a little easier because you're not fussing with all of the, music theory and all that stuff. I love the guitar. Now this mass is a little smaller. 0.75. Not too much smaller, about... Let's just scan another one. Maybe that was the small one of the group. Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna mine this as well. For sure. I haven't really been seeing any Haddonite, but let's get my nose down here. Okay, I know where I'm going to go. That's impressive. I am fortunate enough to be dating a girl who used to teach piano. And I kind of bounce back and forth from self-teaching to just outright having her help me. So she's been very helpful with like what to focus on. Don't worry about this, don't worry about that. Just focus on this. Because she used to teach piano to kids. So yeah, I was going to stream 3.18 today, but it has just been totally bonked today, unfortunately. And kind of a regression. I don't know. There must have been an update because everything broke. All the elevators stopped working. And the elevators that did work were actually spawning in backwards, so you couldn't get into them, or there was like an invisible wall there. So that is why I'm in 3.17 right now. My notifications, I'm just going to turn those off so we don't hear any dings and beeps and bops while I'm trying to focus here. What instruments are you going to learn? I mean, if you already know 12 instruments, what else? What's on the docket for that? It sounds like you're like I am with programming languages. I know, God, I think the last time I counted, I know about 13 or 14 programming languages. I have to count again. But I'm just addicted to them and learning. Okay, let's try something different here. How about this? There we go. A little faster pace because we got a lot more rocks to break here.
Fracturing mode on.
I tried to Moon and I couldn't figure it out. I literally went to the PTU site to do a reset and it wouldn't let me. Now I think I can recopy, but it says right on the site to not recopy more than once. So I was being a good boy and not doing that. But is that what I have to do? Is just do a recopy? And it wasn't just me. Everyone in the PTU was experiencing the same thing. So I don't think it was character related, but I definitely want to do a character reset on PTU. I'll give that a go. Thanks for the suggestion. Yeah, I'll definitely give that a go after I'm done streaming. I would imagine the saxophone's going to be a challenge, Clive, right? I mean, the instruments where you got to blow, you know? I remember Paul McCartney saying that he naturally picked up a bunch of instruments, but he could never figure out any of the blowing instruments. That was like the barrier for him, and he grew up in a musical family. So I admire that. I know it's possible, and if you're musically inclined, and I'm not, yeah, I love learning new things. You know, we're only here once. You know, why not learn everything? We're in an age of information, and I don't think a lot of people appreciate that. I know you do. You and I, you know, my generation. Not that much younger than you. We remember a time when information wasn't so readily available, and it was a burden, you know? There's that great comedian who's just like, he talked about it. He's like, you just went around not knowing. You didn't know things, and you just had to deal with the fact that you didn't know this thing. And I can relate to that. So I really feel like we're in an age, of course, you got to just capitalize on the fact that information is so readily available. Whatever you want to learn, just think of something and you can, 20 minutes later, you can be watching a YouTube video teaching you how to do this thing from the comfort of your own home. I mean, I don't think a lot of people appreciate that. I hope people do. I certainly do. I think that's why a lot of the content that I do, I gravitate towards guides and learning and teaching. I'm not a teacher by trade, but I get that from my mother. She wasn't a teacher either, but she, not officially, but she taught people. She would learn something, teach herself, and then she would, before you know it, she'd be teaching other people how to do it. So I get that loop from her. She was a great teacher. Yeah, I think a lot of people kind of don't get. I can appreciate that comment, Clive. I think a lot of people don't. I don't know if they're just kind of happy where they are. Yeah, see, Clive, I don't know what it was about programming, but boy, did I just fall into that. I learned my first. I think I was. Oh man, was I 11 or 12 years old when I learned my first programming language, which was BASIC. And my dad had purchased a old Apple II Plus from the high school. And that was our first computer, first family computer. And I was the one who hogged that computer. My brothers, I have two older brothers, and they just dabbled, played a game or something on it. But I started, and the computer came with a manual, an actual hard copy manual with some BASIC in it. And over the summer, I taught myself BASIC, and I made a game. Made my first. It was a word-based game, and I did that in BASIC. And then I picked up C after that. That was the next language I learned, and that just opened up my door. If you learn programming, if you learn C, that's the mother language. There's a lot of similarity between C, C sharp, all the variants, all come from basically the same. Not basically the same, I'm insulting people, but that is the mother language. If you learn C, you can learn anything. It's similar to, I'm sure there's a musical equivalent to that analogy as well, but I like the logic of it and the order of it, and also the problem-solving nature of programming. There's multiple ways to do it, and there's proper ways to do it. There's improper ways. There's just get it done, and so I picked up programming pretty early in my youth, and it was just because I was fortunate enough to have a computer. A lot of my friends did not have computers, and so that one thing, and in fact, the very first loan I ever took out as a young adult was to buy a computer. And I remember my dad had to co-sign the loan because I had never got a loan. And we were in the bank, and he's like, "Are you sure about this?" And I'm like, "Absolutely. Absolutely. This is the best money I'll ever spend." And I paid that loan off. Yeah, I got a loan for a computer before I got a loan for a car. And that was it. I was off to the races. Started picking up programming languages after that as quickly as I could. And now I own and operate a software development company. And we do web and mobile app development, and game development, not so much as other shops. We build custom software for Fortune 100 companies. My little shop does work in multiple countries. In fact, we have a presence in Africa, in Rwanda, and we also do a bunch of work in other parts of Europe, but mainly in the States. But we work everywhere in the States, and I was just fortunate enough to be creative, to have sort of a creative hat. And I work with companies that struggle with technology sometimes. And where I'm valuable, where my consulting business does very well, is when we're put in a place where we work between the creatives and the IT team, or the technical team. That's our niche. And in fact, my very first Fortune 500 company that I worked for, I literally was brought in to mediate. They were having problems delivering products, software products, and their marketing department and their IT department were at each other's throat. And a good friend of mine took a job there, and he invited me to come in one day. He's like, "Can you just come in and talk to our IT team and just tell them what we're, our side of the story?" And I'm like, "Absolutely." So I went in, signed a massive NDA. I think I might still be under that NDA. I don't know. I'll have to check. But was brought into a room. Five or 15, somewhere between, 5 and 10 IT people showed up, and then the entire marketing department showed up. And they're like, "Listen, this is what we need. We need this thing." And I just talked through both sides what the problems were. And I was super young. I was in my early 30s, and I'm talking to a company about how to manage their own internal teams. Thanks, Freeman. Yeah, that is the mood for tonight. Just chill. That's what I want. Yeah, put me on in the background and relax. Yeah, this is a very relaxing activity. I think salvage is too. I think you guys are gonna like salvage if you're into this. In fact, I'm concerned. I don't know how I'm gonna split my time up between all the mining I like to do, and now salvage is gonna be a big part of my time. Yeah, Clive. Computer teachers. I just got very lucky. There's that great, book by Malcolm Gladwell, David and Goliath. And in that book, he talks about, you look at all of the success stories out there, and yes, there's drive and work, but there's also good teachers that are required, and just luck. Like, you have to be in a good spot. And I was fortunate enough to go to I would say a high school where they had one of the best computer labs in the state, even more so than the colleges of that state. And so I was just lucky, and I had a very, very good computer teacher in high school. His name was Mr. I'm not going to tell you his name, actually, because that would be giving away too much, and I'm sure his privacy is important to him. But no, he was a very, very good teacher, and he took me under his wing, and he let me, hook up computers in the lab, and then he just approached me with, like, "Here's some things you should learn," and he put me in the right pathway. They literally created a lab assistant position so I could be in the lab more, and I was able to give up a study hall to go into the computer lab. Like, it was that's just stuff that you don't, you can't underestimate the value of just the generosity that I was the benefactor of. And you're right. I had some bad computer teachers in college. One guy was just the worst. And he was teaching C. And he was not, everything was on a whiteboard. We had very limited lab time. And, I need to do it. And so I thought that was going to be the end of my computer career after that class, because I thought, oh, this is the big leagues and I can't make it. But then I found out it was just kind of the teacher. He was just wasn't good at teaching people the basics. Salvage is going to be, I think a lot of people are going to love it. it's if you like mining, if you like the industrial gameplay, I think they did a great job with salvage. I wish I was salvaging right now. I don't think it's a massive moneymaker, but nothing is really in Star Citizen. I don't think there's the silver bullet to making money. But I could see, just like anything else, you put your time and energy into it. You organize it. You get a group of people. And it can be quite a bit of fun. Oh, look at that. I wish I had my Cyclone. I would love to drive up this thing. Yeah, Clive, I don't know if you checked out my salvage video, but there's a lot of gameplay and salvage in there. I think you have. I think you commented on that video. But I'm going to be making some more. Luca wants to do... he's a friend of the channel and Discord, and he watched that video, and he actually, I think, is interested in doing something specific to Reclaimer and helping me out with that. He doesn't have a Reclaimer, and either do I. But I would love to kind of do another video to pair with that one. Look at the formations here. This is really interesting. That's really interesting. This is kind of like a... Oh, I really wish I had my Cyclone. Oh, those are just shadows. No, they're ridges, aren't they? Yeah, this is really cool. Now, this is where I wish I could put a marker down and come back later. This would be a perfect little speedway racetrack, wouldn't it? Yeah, I don't know what the Vulture is going to cost, Clive, in-game. And I hope they make it available in-game. And actually, I really hope they make it rentable in-game. Like the Prospector. I think it's going to fall in line with everything the Prospector is to Quantanium mining. Look at this place. Oh, man. I would love to... I don't think I've seen anything like this on Daymar. I might just snap these coordinates. See if I can ever make it back here. That's kind of a tall order, isn't it? But you never know. Let's see, 92, 477, and that's yellow. Now I need something over here. OM, that's a good marker. OM1. 308. I'm going to try to come back here at some point. And then I probably need at least one more, right? Okay, so SCD1. That's what, 65? I mean, that's the best we can do for coordinates in this game. Sorry about that. Muted myself. It does look cool, doesn't it? Should I land? I'm going to land real quick if you guys don't mind. I guess it also... Yeah, because look at those little, like, kind of ridges. I've never seen anything like that in this game. just going to take the rock out real quick. It does look cool, doesn't it? Yeah, I just think this is unique. I've not seen anything like that. It almost looks like, you know, the desert sand, the waves you see that are formed by the wind. And maybe that's what that is. I don't know. Ooh, that was kind of a rough landing. Yeah, I should check to make sure I'm anywhere near the ground. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, I just want to check this out. Small interruption here. Yeah, I think it was, yeah, it's right over there. It's right behind me. This is not a very durable vehicle. Oh, look at that. That's interesting. But that's what I was looking at. Right over here, this valley. Just want to get a close-up look at it. Speaking of not durable. I don't know what I hit there. Oh, there's a rock, yeah. I did it again. Just gonna have to be careful. But if I have my cyclone, oh, look at the jumps you could have here. It's just a jump every... Oh, this is so cool. I could see having a race here. This is kind of cool. I've never seen anything. Yeah, I know I keep saying that. Sorry. But this is like these ridges are great. I'm not in the vehicle to really be doing some sweet jumps. Boy, I wish my Cyclone fit. They probably could have fit if I squeezed it in there, but then it would have been a kind of a hassle, you know, getting in and out with the rock, which is really the purpose. Yeah, I feel like I'm not in the best vehicle to be doing these jumps, but it is a lot of fun, actually. I could see... I kind of want to go up over here. That's my... Oh, these are just... These would be so much fun in a Cyclone to jump over. Just gonna head up here real quick. Check this out. You don't really get a great view with the sun in our face, do we? But that's kind of cool. I'm not going to go back that same way. I'm going to kind of head back this way. Which is another cool thing. If you did a race here, this would be a great place to spectate right up here. Just get a great bird's eye view of people coming through this canyon. I wonder if other people know about this. I'm sure the racing team does. They scout everything in Star Citizen so thoroughly. And they have some great racetracks, natural racetracks. Let's check my bearings. Yep. Still heading in the right direction. I wonder if I should check to see if there's anything here. Nah, not really. It's a bit better view. You can kind of see. Yeah, it's just all in this nice little valley. And there's some more ridges up ahead. There's a Valka ahead of us. Oops, 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 oops. Yeah, I'm really impressed with this. I need to spend some more time on Daymar. This is a nice place. All right, we'll get back to rock mining. Cool. Just checking to make sure I got in. Yeah, I'm glad I spotted that, Clive. I think that's. I've written the coordinates down, and yeah, I'm gonna try to find this place again sometime. We're going to get some sun on our side here. It's a good time to mention that I do run a Discord server if you're not already familiar with that. It's called the Know Nothings. And you should check it out. Link is in the description. And also appreciate a like on this video, this stream. And if you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. We are actually at we're getting up there. I'm thinking my next goal will be 90. Maybe 90 by the mid to end January, I think maybe. But yeah, I'd like to do a big push on subs and get because I have something planned for when I get 100. So I want to do that. Nice. Yeah, you got all the good vehicles, Clive. You got your Cuddy. prospector and mole. That'll make you some money. Yeah, that's a good setup. That's a very good setup. It's like you can go use your prospector. Fill up the Cutlass Black. Yeah, so you oh, and you got the rock too. Yeah, that's perfect. You're really getting good use out of that Cutlass Black. Visibility is not great here. It's Had Night though, so we should stop and we should do that. Ooh. Not the best. Let's get the sun out of our face. Yeah, there's the Daymar Rally, Freeman. And I have done the first, on my own, without time trial. I did the first leg of it. That's brutal. It is a full-on, yeah, you actually will, you need to plan for running out of oxygen too. Because that's what happened to me. I almost didn't finish it. Or I got within a few, I think a few kilometers, and I ran out of oxygen. Let's hope I'm anywhere near. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, and you definitely need a support team. Which you really need a navigator. I did it solo, without a navigator, and I got, you just end up drifting off course. It's too easy to do that without somebody. And you're allowed, I think, a navigator in the ship and also one above. Yeah. Definitely kit out the rock if you can, Clive. It is, I guess I've heard back and forth, and the go-to expert is Starstreams. He's the resident expert, and he's recommended kitting out the rock, but it doesn't make that big of a. It's not going to kill you to not have a decked out rock, but it is nice to have. And I personally, this is all anecdotal, but I personally feel that it's much more reliable. I knew I parked kind of a bit of a journey here, but I want that Had Night. All right, little. We'll do a little music, and we'll break this rock. Uh-oh. Speaking of reliability, maybe I took some damage with that joyride. Let's find out if this works. There we go. Yeah, I think they've announced that they're going to open it up to public. The PTU will be open to public. And then after that, it'll go live. The dates that they said they were going to do that have already passed. But I think they're close. In fact, I was quite confident up until today that it was ready to go for a wider release. But after today, it was unplayable. Literally just couldn't get into the game, and then when you did, nothing was working. So could be a sign that they're tearing some things down and refactoring, and that is a messy process to button back up and have everything look pretty. So I don't know. We'll see. Only time will tell. They don't even know. But they said they were close, and I think they were. So hopefully this is just an anomaly today. I'm going to definitely be checking out PTU after I'm done streaming to see if it's restored back to its normal glory. Ah, thanks. Got to get that thumbnail. I do a thumbnail, a different thumbnail for every stream. I know a lot of people just kind of put a placeholder in there, and that's cool. But I have a background in way back in the day. I was a graphic designer, and I don't get to do much graphic designing anymore. So kind of get to scratch that itch by just making myself do a thumbnail for every new stream. Yeah, Clive, I'm going to try it later tonight just to see if I can get in. But right now, like if somebody were to say, hey, would you recommend going into 3.18, I would say no. I mean, it's not even a recommendation. It's just a warning you can't get in. Load screens are taking 8 to 10 minutes, and then when you get in, nothing's working. Elevators aren't working. I mean, to a point where you have to log out, and then you're back to another load screen. And just give me just 1 second here. I'm going to go grab a beverage. I need a beverage. I'll be right back. You guys check out the nice skyline here with the stars. And I'll be right back. Maybe a minute. I'll throw some music on while I go. All right, I'm back. Ooh, Freeman, you got some purples. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. It's not going to be good right now. But yeah, so you have to have quite a bit of patience. And I'm a fairly patient guy. But it does test your patience. And, and again, with streaming, it's not even a consideration. I just won't put anyone through that. I'll do that on my own time. And not put you through the misery of watching me, jump through menus. But I have had a set of Verpal sticks in a box for the better part of 4 months now, because the bases, I still do not have bases. They are back ordered, and I have no sign of when I'm gonna see them. I really want to get these things set up as well, because I know it's going to be a bit of a trial and error. I've never played with dual sticks. Keyboard and mouse is what I've been doing this whole time. So it's going to be a learning process, and I don't mind. I think that's the fun of it. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's what I have the Verpal constellations. Those are the ones that are in the box. Which base did you get for your stick? Oh, you have two. You have 2 sticks, right? So, which bases did you end up getting? I'm half tempted to cancel my order and just order something else, but I kind of created my own delay, and they were back ordered, and I was buying them from the UK store, and then Virpil opened up a US store, so I thought, oh, maybe I'll get them faster there. So I canceled my one order and then placed another order on the US store, only to find out that, yeah, they were also back ordered. Yeah, that's the thing when you're in third person. I don't know if you guys know this, but when you're in third person, as I am when I mine, all these notifications get queued up until you get back into first person, then they start cycling through. The mini desk mounts. I was gonna buy the Monster Tech mounts, and I really need to just order this stuff and get it done with, because I'm tired of looking at move this box around, that has the sticks, and I'm like, why do I have these things if I'm not going to use them? Just gonna go find some sun. Big part of any industrial gameplay, I think, is the scenery. You can go spend your time in a bunker, or you can, be looking at this. That's kind of, it is part of that. Like, it literally is. I remember when I first got my prospector, and I was kind of showing the game to my girlfriend, and she's like, oh man, you could just get yourself a cup of coffee and sit down and mine for like 3 or 4 hours. And I'm like, 3 or 4 hours? How about 8 to 10 hours? Yeah, and that's what I did. I just would literally wake up in the morning and just take the prospector out and do some mining on Lyria. That's another great place. I'm avoiding Lyria right now because that's where Jumptown is. You guys might see some of these on a thumbnail every now and again. Nice. Yeah. I might as well get the desk mounts. I was kind of doing it sequentially, like I ordered the sticks and the mounts, the sticks and the bases, and then I didn't even really know what kind of mounts I wanted. I was still kind of setting up my desk, and now everything's set up. So I feel like I'm in a position where I can. Now I know exactly what I need for mounts. I think. Yeah, everything's at back order. Plus the supply chain issues that they were getting hit with supply chain issues like everybody else. Try not to go crashing into the ground here. It's a small one, but it's still within range. It's Aphorite. I think I'm going to pass on this one just because it's dark. I spent all that time chasing the sun. So I'd like it to be worth it for me to mine in the dark. Was just a single over on the left there, so I'm going to ignore that one. Actually, that was a rock.
Hydrogen fuel is at 75%.
Yeah, Freeman, are you taking any time off for the new year? I took today and Monday off. That's what I'm hoping, Freeman. Yeah, I went right to the Verpal. I maybe shouldn't admit this on stream, but I can write off some of the hardware purchases that I make. If I make any money, it's a line of business for my business. So I just need to make $1, and it can be a tax write-off. So I'm going to take advantage of that. Now this is just a 2, but if it's Hadnite, I'll stop. If it's not, I might just keep chasing the sun a little. Oh, I'm really pushing my boundaries here with getting close to these things. Oh, I think we're going to crash. Yes, we are. Okay. Crash to desktop. That was unexpected. Okay. Well, I will see you here very soon. I'm going to restart. I'll be right back. Just got to do a reboot here. Oh, nice. Yeah, no kidding. You're right in a waiting pattern, right? It would have been really cool before the break to have access to the PTU, and I think that's what they were trying to do. That was the original game plan. Okay, I am back, and oh boy, do I miss the PU, because this doesn't happen in the PTU. I am back in the Valk. Rock is here, and do I even still have all of my... Oh, I'm clipping through my Valkyrie. I am now out of the Valkyrie. Oh no. I can't get in this. Okay. Come on. You can do it. Let's try getting in the side here. It's almost like it thinks I'm in, but I'm not. I am definitely not. Oh, I was just gonna say how awesome it was to be right back where I left off. I'm gonna try to get in one of the side doors. But it looks like I'm from what I can tell, I'm just kind of clipping through the ground here. Looks like I'm sure-footed. Yeah, see what happens there. Oh, I'm going to try closing this thing. This may be my undoing, but I'm kind of out of options. Doesn't look like I can close. There's no button for the Valkyrie. Let's just try this other side. Nope. Center? No. Oh, this is a weird thing. Oh, there we go. Come on. This has always been a bit of a pain to get in. Okay, I'm in. I don't know if that's going to persist when I continue on, so I'll have to do cautiously here. Proceed with caution. I'm kind of running low on... Oh, I'm in the wrong... I need to go up a ladder. I don't need to go through a door. There we go. Yeah, the engines were on. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to trust the Valkyrie. I'm going to go sell. That's the prudent thing to do. Just dropped the link to that salvage video that I did if you guys are interested in checking that out. All right, let's go sell. Yeah, you bet, Freeman. Thank you. Yeah, I got a little backed up there. Sorry for the delay on that. I try to check that every day, and I noticed there were 3 applicants that had been sitting there, and I must have missed a couple of days. Thank you for joining the org. I really appreciate it. I'm growing so many communities right now. I'm trying to grow the Discord, trying to grow this channel. You know, it's coming along well, and I'm really happy with the progress that's being made. So it all helps. It all helps. It's just a nice little, you know, if I'm being honest, it's a nice little pat on the back that encourages me to put in the effort when I see people responding in a positive way. So I appreciate you being there, and thanks for joining. And thanks for mentioning it, by the way. I appreciate that. We're going to check and see if we can get something to drink here while we're here.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh, thanks, Clive. That's so nice of you to say that. I appreciate that. Thank you. Doing my best. Doing my best. I've come a long way. I went earlier today. I was kind of on a lunch break, and I checked out some of my earlier streams, and I'm like, oh man, I've really come a long way. It's practice, practice, practice. And I still feel like I have a long way to go, but that's normal. You're supposed to be feeling that way. Okay, well, we're going to hope for good things from this dude. He looks like a friendly. Yeah, all those words of encouragement really help. They really do. I mean, I'm not complaining because I do this for fun. But you do put a lot of time and energy, and it's good to see people noticing that. So that's a good thing. So I'm going to try to sell here and do a little looting. Guess I could check to see if this door is still broken. Let's try to walk out. That looks pretty good to me. Just needed a reset. Should probably close these doors too. Technically, you can get up. That should do it. Awesome. Oh, Freeman, yeah, that's right. You came over from Astracamas. Thank you. I appreciate that, and I appreciate the kind words. Yeah, it's kind of low key, chill. That's just my style. I hear some rumbling of some ground vehicle. I bet he's getting a rock or something. Yeah, he's getting a rock. He's gonna go rock mining too. Yeah, those rocks are really loud, aren't they? Yeah, Clive, if you want any help getting your... Oh, we got a couple of rocks. Yeah, if you want any help with setting up your stream, please reach out. You know, we talked about being similar, that we like to learn, and I find that teaching or helping other people is a great way to really learn yourself. And it's just good to pass knowledge down. It really is, especially with something that you're getting into. I did a lot of research, and I was thinking of doing a video actually showing kind of my setup, my streaming setup, if that would be helpful. I don't know why I'm looting these things. Everything's going to be wiped, but it's just in my nature to loot. I don't think I made very much money, but I'm gonna sell anyway. Oh, it doesn't look like my I'm gonna have to store. Yeah, I'm gonna have to store the rock, which is fine. It probably needs some storing. It really is, Freeman. It is like a very it's just a great game to look at. Yes, I'm gonna have to store that rock. Normally, you can sell right from the Valkyrie. But not always. Yeah, Clive, I think the big thing isn't going to be technical. Like, you're going to sort that out pretty quickly. The big thing is going to be the patience, because you're going to be putting in a lot of work up front and seeing very little return. Yeah, Freeman, you can store. I could store it locally, but I'm in 3.17 and my voice attack isn't set up while I stream. And by the way, in 3.18, the move all button is there, and it is everything you want it to be. Now I should be very careful. I'm being extra careful today because don't want to run into someone on the server that I know is has not made my day a couple of times, and so I want to make sure that I don't run into that person. Yeah, I don't. I could go check. Yeah, and that might be something we could do as I'm kind of wrapping up. As I start to wrap up, maybe I'll just pop in PTU and answer some of those questions we have. Platinum Bay is over there. There we go. Yeah, I've told this story many times, but the very, 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 very first time I live streamed, I forgot to switch the scene in OBS. So it was an hour of me talking to myself to a black screen. To a black screen. Yeah, no gameplay, just a black screen for an hour. And I was like, I cannot believe I did that. I didn't press a button. But I had a good laugh about it, and then I went on and did another stream.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
And just like any other learning experience, you just gotta start with the basics. You gotta start small, because
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
there's a lot to do and to keep track of. Some people have some really good, very convenient setups. I'm fortunate that I was doing some video production before I started live streaming, and so I have a soundboard. I've got a streaming computer and a gaming computer. Oh, you got the no permissions. Yeah, I've seen that. Now I wonder, Freeman, if they're doing a patch or something. Maybe just that patch is maybe getting posted. Also, I wonder if my cargo was lost when then we had that crash. That would explain why it didn't show up in the terminal, but I'm going to store it anyway.
Please visit us again. Bye.
And we'll try to sell. Let's see, is this the storage? Looks like it is. Yeah, it looks like that's probably the reason. There's nothing for me to sell. Oh, well, that's okay. I'm going to get myself a beverage. Look at the glow on my hair. Got plenty of loot here. There we go. Might as well grab some more stuff since I've got a nice backpack here. There we go. Cool. Yeah, I'm curious if I could pop into 3.18. There's two things I wanted to look at, but just didn't have very much luck getting in today. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's just check out a few more of these spots here real quick. Yeah, actually, I've done no looting on 3.18, so I don't know about the local storage. How long ago did you try to get in, Freeman, to the PTU? Yeah, I kind of just want to live in 3.18 if I'm being honest. It's like I'm itching to go salvaging right now. I am going to do a whether I do this in the PTU or the PU. I'm going to do next. I don't know if it's going to be next stream or not because that'll be Monday. But what I want to do, I've been working on a couple of things here that I can tell you guys about. I have made some of my I've made a couple of overlays that I've made, custom overlays. Let me show you one. There we go. Okay, so this is hooked up to my bot in the Discord, and so what's cool about this is I can go to the Discord, and this is going to be a credit challenge, and I've got it set to 5,000 or 500,000, but I could change that. Now these are the credits for PTU, not the credits that I have here. So you're seeing. Let me check and see what you actually are seeing here. Yeah. So I set those credits to the PTU. So it will actually work. But like the way it works, it's just kind of cool. I can actually set my balance using the bot. So now you can see I've got some money here because I'm in the PU. I've got 9 million. I don't know how I have 9 million. Someone must have given me money. But I can set my balance to whatever I want. And in the PU, it's 30,000, 31,000. But I can use the bot and set the balance. So as I'm doing things, like if let's say I do a bunch of mining or whatever, and I get 250,000, I just go to the Discord, go to the bot, and I set my balance. And then it'll live update on the stream. So the game plan with this is going to be, I'm going to be doing, time goals or credit goals, and you can literally see that progress bar go up and down as I, do some sort of challenge. And I think having the credit challenge is going to be kind of something that we will want to do when we, get reset, when everything gets reset. So that's the game plan. Kind of excited. I've got a couple of overlays. I've got a timer. I've got that progress bar can be used for credits. It can be used for other goals that I'll have. And so I'm working on finishing those up by the new year. And then you'll start to see them on stream, and we'll start doing things, more competitive things, or, I also have my work orders tracked on the bot as well. So maybe we'll do a work order challenge for mining. A whole bunch of ideas that I'm diligently working towards getting all the rest of that system all put into place. So yeah, the overlays are just kind of what you'll see after I get all the mechanics working. Speaking of programming. So yeah, we didn't really make any money there. So that's no good. But I'm going to head back to Arc L1. See how we feel when we get there. I think there's a chance I might. You guys, I think I've got about another 45 minutes to an hour left in me. And so I might just pop off and try to go into 318 and see if we can do some salvaging. But you just tried about 20 minutes ago, Freeman, so might be a fool's errand if I try to do that as well. But might be worth checking out. If not, we've got some other things we can do as well. So let's head on back to Arc L1. I would continue to rock mine, but after we kind of lose that first load, I was just doing it for fun. I wasn't doing it for money. Nothing is being done for money anymore. Yeah, Clive. Yeah, I happen to be a subscriber, and they do. Yeah, of course, you probably already know this. They do sell paints out of game. My favorite is this. I think it's the Aphorite paint, or it might be Hadnite. I'll show you. And yeah, if you know, maybe that would be a thing, Clive, for giveaways, because I do give away a ship every month, and what I've been doing is giving away more like a vehicle, something sub $100, because it's mostly coming out of my pocket, but we do have some good financial support already. So yeah, this is a good time to thank Captain Holter, Moonraker, and Renee, who all financially, they're all members, paid members. And their money goes towards, it's all going into one big pool to pay for the ship giveaways. And what I've been doing is not requiring people to be on stream when I do the ship giveaway, but if they are, I'm giving them away a paint. And then I'm also giving away like a sub item. So that might be something we do. Like if you've got a mole and you want to paint for it, if you like one, we could just say, hey, what sub item do you want within, you know, because I think the paints are all under or around $5 a piece. So I'd be more than happy to give away a couple of paints in game, because you can gift those as well. So that's a good idea, because I've been giving away sub items, and some of the sub items just aren't so great, but the sub paints are pretty cool. Oh, interesting. You get a 500 error. Huh. So knowing a thing or two about servers and errors, that is probably not your fault. It could be some condition that you're providing, but when you submit data on a server and it returns 500, that's actually a server error. And I know that sounds redundant, but what these classifications of errors are the first stepping stone to figuring out where the bug is. So when we do web development, you know, if you get a 500 error, that's code that we've written that needs to be looked at. It's not something. It may be something the user did to trigger the bad code, but that's not like a timeout or, you know, some other type of issue. That's probably related to the information that you're providing. Maybe your financial information isn't getting looked up fast enough, and they didn't allow for that when they coded it. Whole bunch of things it could be, but if it's just you, yeah, I mean, all I would do and recommend is clearing your session, like quitting your browser, restarting your computer. You've probably already done all this, but if you clear your session, that might help, because they do use session information. Other than that, if it's maybe your financial institution that's backed by the credit, you know, it could be a whole bunch of things with that. So are you able to buy anything on the site, or is it just your membership? And if you can replicate, I would definitely issue a ticket, because they would probably be very interested to know that they're not getting subscribers. You can buy ships. Yeah, and that makes sense. Okay, so that's good. So then, and of course I'm totally diagnosing this, you know, remotely, which is not the best thing in the world, but then the clue would be for me is reoccurring payments, because the transaction, a one-time transaction, when you use a credit card online, it has different scrutiny than a subscription does. And like, for example, you know how sometimes when you buy things online, you have to put that gotcha code in there, that 3-digit number in the back of your card. The reason for that is because when you do that, I don't know what's going on with my key bindings here. When you do that, you're actually putting yourself in a pool that's less risky for the merchant and for you. And so some credit card services will actually even give you a discount if you require like that gotcha card number on the card. And the reason for that is because it's less likely fraud, and so they'll give a kind of an incentive to require that. So when you do subscriptions, a reoccurring payment on a card, it's a different service, and I'm sure there's different, not technology, but there's definitely, they may be even using a completely different service to do subscription charges. And so it could be something related to, so that would, you know, essentially be one difference between when you buy a ship and when you buy a membership, is that they would say, oh, okay, well, we're going to look at our service. We're using some kind of service to you know, maintain your subscription status. Now, I had an issue with the subscription with my card when I moved. The card, because the zip code of the card changed, and then it ran. And the first month after I moved, unbeknownst to me, my subscription ended with, so it just ended without me knowing. Now, I still had access to all of the subscriber stuff. So they didn't lock me out. And I was waiting for one of the sub items, and it wasn't showing up. And so I contacted them like, hey, I haven't gotten whatever the monthly sub item was. And then that's when they alerted me to the fact, oh, you're not even a member, but somehow you still have access to the store. So if you become a member, we'll let you keep everything that you bought. I mean, they weren't going to make me refund it, but they were just like, you can keep your sub items that you purchased. But if you become a member again, you'll have access to the store. So there's something there that is not probably, if I'm going to be blunt about it, probably not built very well, where their sub service, their subscription service is not really integrated well with their site, because I should have been automatically locked out as soon as my sub expired. So that tells me they're probably using a different service for subscriptions than they are for everything else. I've never noticed these boxes before. I guess these are vents or something. Never noticed those before. Like they can close. Have you reached out to them, Clive, and put a ticket out? Because I think they would be quick to respond.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Thank you, Freeman. Welcome aboard. Appreciate it. Yeah, I really should do some... that's kind of the next thing I've been working on or want to work on is... because I can tie together Discord activity now. In fact, that's what you saw when you saw that overlay. That is technically a event that happens through the Discord bot. And since I coded the bot myself, I can, things like when you join the Discord, I could have something pop up. And, I don't know if people would like that, actually, being exposed on stream that they join the Discord. But it could be a thing. I've got there's actually a little notification that I have. Oh, interesting. Yeah, you know what I was going to do, Clive? I don't know if you've seen this. But since I'm in PU... Let's see here. Okay, so it's an aphrite paint. I'll show you that paint if you've never seen it before.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Should be here.
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
That's very strange. Clive, that's very strange. Hangar 1. Yeah, so I try to do that on the Discord. But the sub items, no one really... The ones that we were offering, in fact, I gave away the suit 3 times, this zoo suit, and only one person accepted the gift. So, this is the aphrite paint on the mole. And the Prospector has one too, if you've not seen it. So, I mean, that would be a kind... Okay. I fell in the well. Have you ever done this? I don't think there's a way back up. Yeah, I don't think there's a way I can get back up. Let's see. Oh, can I take this ladder? Did they literally put this ladder? Oh, they're smart. That's cool. Never knew there's a ladder there. I really shouldn't fall through the floor, but yeah. So I will. I'm trying to think of how to do that. But I think what do you think of the idea of we do a giveaway, and it's like I'm going to give you a paint, a subscriber paint, for if it's available for one of the ships that you want. And instead of announcing that it's going to be the mole paint, for example. Because I will definitely do that. In fact, I haven't really given a paint. I haven't given that the last subscriber item I tried to give away. Again, no one accepted it. So Clive, if you want to be so kind to message me your CIG email account, I promise I won't spam you. That's all I need, and I'll go ahead and gift you this paint if you like it. And you can be our winner, our kind of unofficial winner that never declared a winner. Because this is, I think it's a $4 item, and I'm more than happy to. We have the budget. Let's put it that way. We've got the budget. So if you're on my Discord and you just want to send me, direct message me your CIG account email, that's all I need. And then I can gift you this. And if I think you said you also have a prospector. Let me show you the prospector paint. Because these are very reasonable. Can't buy them in game, but it's probably one of my favorite paints. So we'll just do kind of a low-key, unofficial giveaway. So the prospector has the same paint job.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval
And I
system.
happen to have that here too. I think. Yeah, let me make sure it's on the... I think it's even better on the prospector. If I'm... Yeah. The Aphorite paint. Let me just pull that up. Somebody's running around.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Goodbye.
So Clive, just want to make sure that that's you, right? Your Discord name, so I don't accidentally give it to somebody else. Let's see here. I'm assuming it is. Timing would be impeccable. Hangar 1. Oh, not docking port. So you've got a mole and a prospector, right, Clive? And this is the prospector version of the same paint job. And it is equally cool. Let's see if I can get the light. You see see the purple? It kind of tints the glass. It's only from the outside, unfortunately. But it has this purple tint. I love this paint job. And these are sub paint. In fact, this was the first sub item I bought for myself. Was this paint job. All right, cool. I'm going to assume that was you. I will be gifting you that. Now, do you want the... Which one would you prefer? Would you like the prospector? Or would you like the mole? I'll let you look at the prospector since we're here. I think you said you have both ships. Yeah, so you just let me know your preference. Yeah, they're some of the cooler paints, I think, for sure. Yeah, so maybe I'll start doing that. Mole, okay, cool. Good choice. I mean, I like both, Clive. Honestly, you're gonna want the prospector one too. As soon as you see the mole. But it is pretty... Yeah, the mole one is, I think, you don't see that. Now, I like the orange on the mole. I also have the raft, and I tried to put a couple of paints on that, and I prefer it in orange for some reason. They're very similar shaped ships, but for that one, I leave that orange. But okay, cool. All right. Well, expect you'll get an email, and you'll just have to click on a button, and it'll get added to your account. And, at least that'll tide you over until you can get that subscription situation sorted out. That must be pretty frustrating. Luckily, they don't limit us from gifting sub-items. So, and the other items that what do I have here? Oh, I guess I've lost a lot of things here in the PU because I haven't done a character reset. But I was going to show you some of the other sub-items that we're giving away. But this is a good chance to kind of call it here. I think what I might do, if you guys want to stick around a little bit, I might just try and check out the PTU and see if I can get... yeah, anytime, Clive. I mean, happy to give away stuff. We were supposed to give this away, and it just didn't happen. So you're the benefactor of that. So with that being said, I think what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to pop in 3.18, and see if I can actually get in. But before I do, Freeman, you've been chatting with us, and you just subscribed. And so if there is a sub paint, if you're still with us, if there's a subscriber paint that you would like, I would be happy to gift you one as well. So same thing, just on the Discord. Just send me your RSI email for your account. I promise I will not spam you. That is the minimum info required to gift somebody something. So while I'm buying paints, I would be happy to buy you a sub paint as well if you have one in mind that you'd like. Just go ahead and I may message you in. You've been here and you've been chatting, and oh, you are here. Great. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get in the PTU, and while I'm doing that, Freeman, go if you have access to this sub store. If there's a paint that you want, just let me know. I'll pick you one up and give you and Clive a nice reward for your company tonight. Really appreciate you guys being here. So I'm going to try to log off, and we'll throw on technical difficulties here, and we will see if I can get into 3.18. Give that a go. So I'll be right back, and I'll be right back. Give me just a minute. Clive, what will happen, I'll answer your question here, is you will get an email, and it'll be from RSI to the email that you just gave me. And it will say someone has gifted you, or someone has given you a gift. And then there'll be a button for you to click on. It'll take you to the RSI website where you'll have to log in with that account. And then it will just be in your hangar. And then when you next log into the game, which would be the PU, it will just be there. It'll be at your home, and it'll be a paint, and it'll be yours forevermore. If you lose it, you can reset your character and get it back. But you will have to click on a button, and it'll take you to the RSI website. Yeah, Freeman, if you have access to the substore on RSI, you can pick out a paint if you want. Otherwise, if you know, I don't know what paints are available off the top of my head, but I can definitely take a peek. But if you have a ship or something you're looking for a paint for, let me know, and I'll check the sub items. I'm going to try to log out. Hey, Pablo. Welcome to the stream. I'm just taking a quick break to see if I can get back into 3.18. I've been in 3.17 all stream. And we're just going to try to give this a go. So I will be right back while I try to log back in. Of course, Clive. Yeah. Thank you for being here. And while we're waiting, I'm going to go get that paint for you, Clive. Looks like I made it in. That's a good sign. Clive, you should have an email. So you might want to check that email. Let's make sure you got it. Should be from RSI. And it should say something to the effect of someone has given you a gift. Now, this is as quick this is as fast as I've gotten into the PTU. But let's see if elevators are working and elevators are working. Oh, they are. Awesome. That's a huge win. Yeah, you're really gonna like that paint, Clive. It is a nice way to stand out when you're mining with a bunch of people.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your insurance claim has been sent.
Oh. I don't remember my vulture being destroyed.
Your insurance claim has been sent. Thank you.
But we'll pull that out anyway.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Now, do I risk checking the elevators again? Probably not. I think I'm just gonna definitely not risk the elevators. Yeah, so when you get that paint, let's see, do I have? Yeah, I do. You just be able to, like, I literally didn't put it on this paint in the PTU. And now it's on there, so I have a lot of paint jobs that I need to apply here. And I guess these are not here. Prospector. So what were we going to check out? Oh, we were going to check out some looting. To see if we could store in local.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
So I'll do that while we're waiting
Vehicle selected.
for the vulture.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
So, Commander Keen, is that you, Freeman? I would delete that message on Discord so people don't know your. In fact, I'm going to delete it for you. We don't want that to be in public.
Goodbye.
So I'm just going to go ahead and remove that. Yeah, I want to make sure that we don't have your email, because that email account, that's half of your login, and we don't want anyone on the Discord to see that. So if you could DM me, if you could direct message me, or if you want to put what you want for the paint. Maybe you did. Let me check. The Avenger Splinter Paint. Okay, so I have all the info I need. You can just keep that. Yeah, we don't want to give away your email address to the general group, even though they're friendly people. We'll keep that private for you. Okay, so give me a moment, and I will, when we're doing our travel here. Yeah. Yeah, I just, the thing is, I do security as well, and the only thing is that, that may be an email address that's out there, but it's not just spam we're worried about. We're worried about your account. You just gave them, somebody, you're putting some trust in me for gifting you this, of course, but that's the only way I can. If there were a way for me to do it without asking for your email, I would. But it's also just not a good idea to pass that around, that's the email account that is tied to your account. Because someone might try to get tricky with you. So yeah, I was just worried more about security, not necessarily just spam.
You are clear to look.
All systems online.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I have a couple email. I have more than one email account.
Takeoff complete. Landing
But I have a couple that are hosted through Google as well, and it does help with spam. Yeah. But I get about 100 spam emails a day. So spam is a concern for sure. All right, we wanted to try hitting up someplace to loot.
Thank you, and please visit again.
And I think we'll try to avoid... Let's just avoid that whole system. Where else do I want to loot, though? Yeah, because that would be great. That would be great because those are unique, too. Look at all those... those are vultures out there. Or reclaimers. Okay, well, we're traveling. I'm going to try to pick up that paint. See if I can search for it. Let's see here. I'm not sure I can see. That's not... Is it just a regular paint? Because it's not in the sub item. Sub store. Oh, there it is. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, just bear with me. I'm just about done getting this to you, so I'm gonna finish up. Okay, that has been sent. So you both got some paints there. So feel free to check those email accounts and make sure that you got the message. I think I have, I don't know, some time where I can pull back the gift and resend if you didn't get it.
Quantum drive is now on.
So you guys should be set. Should be set. So PTU looks like it's back to what it was. We're not really hearing any sound when we quantum jump, but that was the way it was, or has been. Sound is kind of iffy. Well, yeah, and also I was going to avoid this because of Jumptown, but Jumptown is not here in the PTU.
Quantum drive is now on.
You're very welcome. Thank you for spending time with me today. I really appreciate it. Oh yeah, there's just a ton of people here. And I think I was interdicted. That's why. I could certainly give a shot at or I could just evade them. Because they won't catch me. They can fire their missiles. I might actually catch up to that missile. I should be careful.
Bogey.
Little corkscrew.
Bogey. Quantum drive is now on.
Yeah, they weren't blocking me. For whatever reason, he snared me, but he didn't finish the job,
Is now off.
which really surprises me. We'll just jump somewhere real quick before they realize where I've gone.
Quantum drive is now on.
Yeah. I'm into Pisces. This thing is fast. So that's my superpower, right? Like, if I don't want to fight, they can't catch me. This is like one of the fastest ships in the game. Fastest acceleration. Awesome. Thanks, Clive. Thanks for confirming. Enjoy the paint. I think you will.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh, you think so, Freeman? Yeah, I mean, I'm probably not. They can't scrutinize who they snare. They did fire a couple of missiles at me, though, so at least they tried to do that. So yeah, let's try looting here. I mean, looting is now going to be such a simple thing with that move all button.
Landing complete. Engines offline.
Yeah, exactly. Who really wants a Pisces? I mean, are they that desperate for some action that they're going to stop that? I feel like that's another thing that, when you have a starter ship, I'm going to be honest with you, sometimes part of the reason why I keep like a starter ship is because no one bothers you in a starter ship. You're not going to have a lot of cargo. So if you really just want to bounce around, and you're not trying to fly in under the radar, that's a good way to go. Okay, so what I want to check here is what we were talking about earlier about local. So I definitely still have a local storage. And boom, there's looting for you. I mean, I feel like I'm going to have a lot of loot that I don't even want, because why would I drag all this stuff? Like, I don't want... I guess you could filter. You could sort. But then you have to kind of go, oh, utility. Move all. Yeah. Countermeasures would be cool. There's still, what I would say the button works, but the service that takes your inventory is still a little buggy. So you can click move all, it'll pop over there, and then it'll pop right back. One of the things that having to drag everything one by one positive thing with that is it made you selective. Now I'm just going to grab everything, Why wouldn't I just click the move all button and grab everything? Whereas before I might be like, oh, I only need water and I only need, a little food. Yeah, it does work when you filter. And in that way, yeah, you can filter. But like, for example, like I said, I think a lot of people will just get everything. Right? Just move everything to local. Like, why would they add extra clicks? Because people tend to be path of least resistance. And if you're looting and you're in a hurry, the fastest thing you could do is just move everything into local inventory. And so I think that's going to mean fewer picked over boxes, which is not a bad thing. But like here, like I'm just going to move all. And make sure that it's there, which it is, and then that's it. I'm on to the next box. I'm assuming those are making it. Yeah, that looks like they are. Yeah. Pretty easy. Yeah, I mean, it's going to take a very considerate person, don't you think? To be like, I'm going to drag just what I need. No, they're just going to grab everything. I'm just curious what... There are kind of new random things that you can interact with. I don't know if you know that. But like you can pick up the coffee cup in the hab. And you can pick up a sponge at the bar. But I mean, looting is now just a one button affair. So it's, yeah, you know, I think it's going to be a thing. It's going to be... I mean, I didn't go to all the buildings, but you can see how quickly I went through the 2 buildings. Me too. I love delivery missions. I do them on stream too. Yeah, see now, do I want to? Yeah, I'm just going to move it all. It's also really handy to leave things. I know I'm in the PTU, but like my normal looting practice would be I'm going to leave some things at all the stations so I can stop by and make sure if I'm in a bind and I'm like, I need something, I can always check one of the mining stations I go to.
Takeoff complete.
And I might have some stuff looted already.
Landing gear raised.
So that was cool. I mean, I just wanted to test it out. Wasn't really interested in doing a full-on loot because this is all going to get wiped anyway. And it's, you know, not important that I have a whole set of loot quite yet. But that's going to be something I'm going to be doing. Yeah, there are a lot of places. I kind of got into looting, but not to the point where I really picked out all the good places. That's a good question. I thought I saw. Let me pop out real quick.
Engines online.
Yeah, I want to keep the engines on. Guess I need to hop in here. So for the Pisces, I mean, you might be right. That's personal. No, I still have 4,000. I'm at 6%. And the Pisces is cool because it has... Oh, I left that open. This is patient storage, which is anyone in the ship can access this storage. That's the external. And then this, I think, is just for me. or for, user specific. I could be wrong about that. I wonder, could I put some more stuff in here? I guess I could. I could throw things in here too, couldn't I? Throw some more water bottles in there. Make sure that's closed because those things do bounce around.
Quantum drive is now on.
Yeah, I think local has just a ton of storage. It always has. Never filled up a local. All the silence of travel. It's a very quiet quantum jump nowadays. I don't like it. I want my sound. Same thing with the soundtracks when you go somewhere. Those are buggy as well. They don't always play. Yeah, there's a little noise. We'll have to put our own music on. Yeah, Freeman, I did that today. In fact, I moved everything. My home is at Area 18. I just flew over, didn't land, pulled everything, and moved it to Arc L1. Because flying out of Arc L1 is a lot faster than flying out of Area 18. Where do you guys set up your home? Do you do, obviously your home, but what stations do you hang out with? Arc L1's my home away from home. Everything's here because I do a lot of mining and that's where you need to be. But I've also been at Hurl L1. And Quantum isn't... There we go. Without the noise, it's hard to tell if it's reacting and pressing that button to jump to Quantum jump
Quantum drive is now
is delayed. That would be great, yeah. It should be like a in-game radio station, right? That we all tune in on. So I've got just about maybe another 45 minutes or so. Kind of wrap up at the top of the hour. So I'm going to do a little salvaging. If I can get there fast enough. I agree about Lorville. Yeah, I want to make Lorville my home for its location. It's the most centered location, you know, in the system. But I just hate it so much. It's navigating it. It's garbage. You know, it's just not a fun place to be. Be nice if it was, because you know, the ships you can buy a new deal. You know, I like that. That'd be kind of cool. But Area 18 also has a place to buy ships, so I tend to be Area 18. I used to be New Babbage, but I could never sync up with my friends, you know, online, because everyone was always over on this side. So I switched to Area 18.
Landing complete. Engines offline.
Oh, I don't know if they've ever done that for Star Citizen in-game radio. They may have. It would have been before my time. I guess the other thing that's really nice about this, how instantaneous that is, but also how I don't end up with wearing random things that were dragged over when I do voice attack. So happy to not have to use voice attack. I really am. I worked okay, but this is so much better. Yeah, all that's now on local. That's great. Yeah, Pablo, I think Area 18 is a pretty good spot. There's a lot happening over there. Now they are, I bet they're one of the adjustments that they did to Orson, Crusader, getting out of atmosphere. I think that is to balance the system out a little bit. They don't want everybody at Area 18. They want to spread the players across the system if they can.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
For a whole bunch of reasons, right? Oh, you know what? Is my Vulture here? Yeah, it is.
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Hangar 3. Okay, now, before I can go, though, I'm going to need to make sure. I have a gun. Okay, cool. Awesome. Tractor. These are the salvage attachments. Yeah, I might as well just take all of this. See, there you go. Another, I just can't help but use that move all button. Okay, Hangar 3. Now, I've almost exclusively done Arc L1 for my salvaging because I wanted to be consistent, but you can go to other locations, including planets, but it's a little bit more hit or miss. Yeah, look, I mean, all of the stations flying in are a little bit of a pain, right? You can buy, they were bought for me. I believe you can get them at, is it Hurl L1? Eventually you'll be able to make them here. You can make those salvage attachments. I'll look that up and find out, Clive. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. The only reason why I have these is Rene bought them when I was streaming last, and he brought them here and didn't take them away. He also left his pants. So Let's see if I can get this going here. What's going on? There we go. Cool. Yeah, I'm curious if like I could find anything on you know, like a planet. Literally go to like Daymar or something and just see if I can find anything to salvage there. But I only have like a little bit of time. So I am going to not do that in the interest of time. But sometime I want to do some more exploring and find some different places to yeah, yeah. Yeah, Rene kept referring to them as his pants, and I'm like, it's leg armor. You don't have to call them. He's like, I have the multi-tool in my pants. I'm like, okay, all right. He kept saying pants, so we were kind of teasing him about that. I mean, this is like what a gazelle must feel like when they approach the... Oh, that's bad. When they approach like the water, you know, and they know there's a crocodile sitting there waiting to snap at them, but they are so thirsty. Because I'm fighting all my instincts, because salvaging right near the station like I am just is not... It just doesn't seem right. So I did discover the coloring means something. It's about the... it's difficult. It is a... red means that it's a harder material to salvage. So there's that. And then I would assume yellow and green mean they're easier. And gimbal mode is your friend on this thing, man. Yeah, you heard that. Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely at risk here by being so close to the station. Even though I'm very close to the station and I could fly there, in a moment's notice, it's not protecting me. And I know that. So I just keep an eye on the radar. And if somebody comes calling, I will just fly away. It's pretty quick how quickly that box gets created. I think it's just... Ooh. Yeah, it didn't reset. But I heard it. I heard the hopper make its noise. And yeah, now I'm not seeing... Let's try getting in and out. Yeah, I think it might be bugged. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Now it's ejecting. But now my lasers are... There we go. Turn it on and off. It's your answer to everything. Just turn it on and off. It solves all of your mining problems. Oh, wow, I really scooped up that quickly. Okay. You can't recover components yet. They're disabled and they're locked. I've checked. Yeah, they're either gone or they're like kind of locked in place. Oh yeah, I forgot I have that just in my backpack here. This is another cool feature though. I really like this. It kind of just points out all the hard points that you can attach things to. Ooh. Let's get that out of the equation. And there we go. It said it was obstructed, but I did notice that was also... Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, so that's a bug. Yeah, because it said that... Oh, maybe I misread the warning, and it was just telling me it was ejecting, but I thought it said obstructed. That's okay. We're gonna get back in and get to scraping. This doesn't take very long too. It's actually a fairly quick process to fill up a vulture. So I could definitely see people making, quick runs and barely filling up the vulture by the time somebody goes and sells your cargo. And you're going to hear that radar lock. It's another vulture, probably, seeing that you're on something, or it could just be somebody coming to pirate me. There they are right there. Yeah, eventually that filler station, at least temporarily, I don't know if you guys have heard, you're gonna be able to craft the multi-tool and the tractor beam attachments and a couple of other things right from that station. So they said that's gonna be a temporary thing. But I really like that addition because you really can't salvage without a multi-tool. And I bet a lot of people, come out here and then realize, oh no, I forgot my multi-tool. And with that crafting, you'll be able to just make it. It's not the ideal way to make it because it'll cost you more the material's worth more to be sold than it would be for the value of a multi-tool. But if you're in a pinch, how cool would that be just to make yourself a multi-tool? You lose one. They are Freeman. They are tweaking the numbers. When I first did the salvage video, the stats, you may notice that I don't actually tell you the stats for each of the lasers. That's because they changed them. And I was afraid I would release the video and they would change them again. So I just kind of cut that part out. It does look like my progress bar is just not accurate for cargo. Try this one more time. Yeah, see, now it's updating. Okay. Yeah, I could definitely see this being a lot of fun with a group of people. I'm trying to get a reclaimer together, a team, and live stream that. But I only know a few people who have a reclaimer, and that's tough to pin them down. Yeah, I definitely heard the hopper. Maybe I have to keep going in and out of salvage mode to check that out. That's interesting. Yeah, a little buggy. There we go. I don't mind getting up every couple of boxes. Stretch the old legs, right? Although I'm kind of vulnerable right now. Somebody wanted to make my day a bad day, they could do that right now. So let's do a couple of, because like I said, I do have to kind of wrap up at the top of the hour, so maybe do one more set here and then we'll go off and sell. Freeman, I use the I switch it up between the MSR and the Valkyrie when I rock mine. And I also have been known to use the Nomad, which I got the Nomad for a challenge. I wanted to see, you know, put some real numbers to where the best place to mine Hadnite. And I have a whole series on that where I went through, and, you know, of course, we know that Aberdeen is the best, but I wanted to check how good. And so I tracked all of the stats. I put a timer on. And I kept track of things like how often did I come across a cluster. So some other information, and I tracked all that, and so I wanted to do it all in a simple starter ship. I didn't want to do it in a ship that, you know, gave me any advantage or anything like that. So I used the Nomad for that. I bought it specifically for that challenge. My preference is probably the MSR. Yeah, you do need a second player to move cargo if you want to do this proper. Yeah, it's manageable. See, now I can't scoop that stuff up. There we go. It's manageable as one person. But yeah, I'd love to just keep scooping here and let somebody just deal with the cargo as it comes up. Yeah, it's not registering as material. Interesting. But yeah, if you really wanted to get going, you'd have 3 people, right? One person in a Cutlass Black or something, and then one person salvaging. I'll do that. I'll definitely be doing more salvaging, and we'll get some more people and kind of show a whole operation working. That'd be fun. MSR stands for Mercury Star Runner. It is a Crusader ship. Yeah, so you can see it under Crusader. In fact, I think it's for sale right now. It isn't always. As you know, some of the ships are for sale for a limited time, but I think the MSR actually is for sale right now. That is a great ship. I have a little ship live stream that I did where I kind of did a ship feature of that. Check out that video, or just check out the many videos about that ship. It's a pretty cool ship. Yeah, Clive, definitely. And that's going to happen sooner rather than later. Now, you'll need access to 3.18. So maybe when it comes out. Yeah, if you do get your sub situation sorted out, you will have access to PTU. That'll get you access to it right now. But presuming that doesn't get resolved, hopefully this will be open to the public. I can hear the hopper, and I'm at one already here. So we'll see how this goes. I'm going to wait for that warning to pop up. Actually, let me just double check. I mean, it definitely should have. You can see I'm at 1. My cargo's full. Yeah, I'd like to have somebody in the back, taking care of cargo, and then have somebody running the cargo for sale. Now, of course, it's going to have to be the person who owns the ship. It's going to have to be the same person who owns the Vulture. So, and the person who sells. So the owner of the Vulture probably won't be the one actually doing the scraping or the salvaging, because they need to sell, because the cargo will belong to them. I'm going to run back and check. So one team member who's not the owner of the Vulture and the owner of the cargo ship would be the one salvaging, I think. Oh, do you hear that? That's cargo bouncing around. Oop. Ladder caught me. Yeah. Interesting. There's nothing to eject. I think I'm bugged. I think I'm bugged. We'll go up here for just a little bit. Got just a few minutes anyway. And I may not even have time to go run and sell this. But it should be in my ship when I log back in. Yeah, it is not. It is an expensive ship. Yeah. Oops, what am I doing? But it is a good ship, and as far as multi-crew and multi-purpose ships go, it's one of the more favored ships. It's fast. It has shielded cargo. Some people complain about the doors. There's a lot of doors to get in and out of that ship. There we go. Now that's weird, because when I went back there, there was no box. So that's kind of weird. Yeah, I think it'd be fun to, you know, kind of just get a, just to play around with this because, like right now, you can see I'm wasting time. I have to run back to the back, and now to do the full multi-crew experience, the reclaimer would be the way to go. And like I said, oh, see, that was bouncing around. I bet any money that just wasn't showing up. Yeah, like I heard the cargo. Yeah, so I think for the next test, I'm going to call it. I'm going to head back to the station, and I'm going to, next time I play, see if this cargo persists. I think it's supposed to, but I also have heard otherwise, so... Getting near the end here, so I'm going to go ahead and head back to Arcal 1. Yeah, I'm not picky either. I just want to do, you know, actually it'd be really cool to get a couple of vultures. Because I bet you could, my guess is that you could scoop material way faster than you could offload it and sell it. So you're going to be like running out of space before you run out of, because you can see just with that like how quickly I made those boxes, and you have to sell this at the TDD station at the on the planet. So you have to make it, you know, I think Area 18 is the closest here, so you'd have to get all the way there and back. So I think that would be, by that point, I bet you could fill up the vulture, and you'd be waiting for somebody to offload. So yeah, I mean, I'd like to check all that out.
Contact.
There's a contact. And I do want to check, you know, to see if the elevators work and everything, because after landing, the elevators were broken earlier today as well. So it'd be cool to see if that's back to normal.
Landing gear down.
Somebody's getting shot. Gotta get my sticks. This is one of those things where if you had sticks, it'd be great, right? The multi, where you can do multiple inputs instead of this slow and steady. All right, we're gonna check the elevators, and then we're gonna call it. And then I'm also gonna check to see that I still have cargo when I come back. But that'll be another time. $15 million in game. You know, that's not too bad, Clive. I mean, it's not.
Landing complete.
You know, if you do some good mining,
Engines offline.
you can, especially in a group, you can do $1 million a day if you push yourself. Yeah. Now this is, yeah, I don't know what that. Oh, I didn't go out the good way. You should always go out the good way. Yeah. Yeah, I'm wondering, are you talking about salvage in the belt? I have not done that. I've really been only stuck to Arcal 1, and I need to venture out and do more exploration.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
But I like it. It's, until I get tired of this area. All right. We're stored. We'll head out. Head to the place where we started in the middle of a ship, didn't we? Oh yeah, Freeman. Yeah, those I've seen those. There's maps and everything of that info. Okay, guys. I have had. Oops. Jeez. First day in Star Citizen. All right. Well, this has been an absolute blast. I'm glad we got into 3:18 at the last minute there, because that I wanted to do all of the stream in 3.18, but with the technical difficulties that I was having before, I didn't want to put us through that. So I think we waited just long enough. We got lucky. A couple of other streamers were trying to do 3.18 Star Streams, and Captain Astro, and some others were trying to do a stream of 3.18, and they gave up. So I am very happy to have spent this time with all of you, and I am looking forward to the next one. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. It does mean a lot to me. I do stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at around 4 p.m. Pacific time. And I try to stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays as I can. I put life, real world comes first on those days, and other days too. So I don't schedule for those off days. So if you hit the notification bell, you'll be alerted if I do go live on one of those off days. So if not, check out the Discord. Basically everything there. Great way to communicate, stay in touch. And I've had a lot of fun with all of you guys. Thank you, Freeman. Thank you, Clive, for being with me here in chat. And thank you to the others who've been lurking around without saying anything in chat. I appreciate you as well. So with that said, have a great rest of your day, night, and might see you before the new year. But if not, have a happy new year, and we'll see you on the flip side. Love and appreciate y'all. We'll see you in the next one.
Oh, we wildin', we drinking cherry wine, and we dancing on an island. We going back the finest. Yeah, Miss Tequila, and call me señorita. Ay, papi, got me dreaming. My legs up on the ceiling. Oh, yeah. I know when he come, he ain't never gonna leave, no. He did the night run, and that's the way I wanna be, so don't think I'm the one to won't ever be enough. Makes until I know, bitch, I ain't the one. He don't want love. He just wanna fuck. Ow, little vacation. Drink it till we naked. Talking with our tongues. We just having fun.